Good morning, everybody. This is CastleShave here, back again for another shave. Now, I wanted to do this shave nice and quickly. This is the shave I had promised you guys with the Lemongrass scented Green Earth Shave Soap. Just putting on my trusted pre-shave oil. And today, we're going to be using, there it is, Green Shave Natural Shaving Soap. Okay, and you can see this is a very, I would say it's a more denser than a crope. More like a shaving puck, but it's still pretty soft. She builds a wonderful lather. And as you can see here, I am also using my 24mm Yaqi shaving brush. I have these for sale. You can get everything I'm using right now on a kit inside my my Etsy shaving shop. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start up here. I wanna keep this video fairly short and simple, sweet, just to the point. I wanted to touch on a few things. I wanted to touch on the grinds. In my last video, I started talking about grinds, but I didn't end up finishing about it because I just felt like the video had went a little bit too long. And I'm noticing, especially, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Brown Man shaves, but he's really been going through a tough time trying to get the right grind for his for a straight razor. Now, you know, unfortunately, guys just feel like, especially beginners, they feel like, you know, just get a straight razor and you're off to the races. Unfortunately, that's not the case. I normally like to say the heavier or the coarser your beard is, the heavier the grind. That's what you're supposed to be aiming for. So if you have like a very, very coarse beard, then you want to go for a quarter hollow or a near wedge. Just give me a sec here, get this all going. This is some real good Santa Claus lather here. So, and she does not take long to build up. Anyways, back to the grinds. The razor I'm going to be using today is a Dollar W59. And the purpose that I am using this whole setup is to show that for beginners, it doesn't have to cost too much. I also have near wedges in my store that are fairly cheap, right? So let's get this show on the road. Actually, I forgot to show you the razor. So here it is. I honed it up a little while ago. I haven't changed the edge or anything. It was a great edge, ebony wood scales, brass pins, very simple. I mean, it is a Chinese razor. It's not bad. But she shaves great. No doubt about it. Also, keep in mind, I do have about a day and a half of growth. So there's not too much for me to shave, but I really wanted to get this video done for you guys. Because I felt I put holy cow in front of our lemongrass scented soap. And you know, ultimately this is an amazing soap. It is kind of mentholated. So as you can see, she just goes through everything. No problem. Very light pressure. And the fact that I'm going through this so quickly with a GD, barely any pulling, should show a lot of people that you can shave with such a cheap razor and you know, you don't have to worry about spending $200-300 to get a good shave going. You will essentially want another razor once you're more experienced, but this is a very great starting point. And yeah, once again, like I said, if we're gonna go for grinds and stuff, if you do have a coarse beard, please by all means don't buy a gold dollar. They're all extra hollow grind, and you're gonna have problems. Hands down, you are going to have problems. It is not something you want to go ahead and grab as your first razor. You're gonna hate straight razor shaving, right? And this is not something you want to hate. This is really something you do want to love, because it does have a very accomplishing feel to it once you're done your shave. You know, you don't want to hate something that when you're done shaving, you feel proud of the shave that you got, regardless if it was a damn fine shave or a BBS, right? It's just more entertaining. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying your long weekend. I mean, it is Labor Day. I'm sure it is across North America, as I believe so, as from what I saw from the news. And I hope you guys had a great weekend and ready to hit the work week again. Because, you know, kids back in school, you guys get to relax a little bit. Well, after you come home from work, and get this show on the road. Make up any money that you guys lost during the summertime, taking all those sweet vacations. We're doing those extra extravagant weekend things. Second pass. So this one in particular, I'd prefer to go on this one against the grain and do my last one as across the grain. Normally people frown about that, but I think that's just the better way for me, because my neck area grows from here to here. So technically on my neck area, which is the most sensitive part on most people, especially for me, I find that going this way is against the grain for me. So let's just start up here. Oh yeah, nice and smooth. Now, remember guys, I might be saying nice and smooth, but when you get an extra hollow grind razor, smooth is still aggressive. At least for me. I am more prone to the quarter hollows and near wedges, as I said before. I just find that they have like a seamless blade texture, you know. It's just creamy on your face. This is still creamy. I mean, because of the edge that I put on it, I did put a J-Nat edge on it, so you wouldn't have to worry too much. Yeah. You can hear it singing. I'm sure you can hear it in the video. Let's go this way for this last little bit. I think I nicked my ear there. It's all good. Like I said, I'm not against blood. So if it happens, it happens. Nothing wrong with shaving with a gold dollar. Nothing wrong. As long as it suits your facial hair type. That's a big thing because ultimately it's make or break of the shave, right? And if you're gonna break the shave, there was no point in investing it in general. But the thing I like about this particular gold dollar is that she is actually smaller than normal. It's one of the smallest blades I've particularly ever owned. And that means owned, not honed. She is also one of the smaller blades that I've ever honed as well. I don't get usually smaller than this. I think it's got about maybe just over a 2-inch cutting area. And damn, these synthetic brushes are messy. Much messier than normal. So look at that. Lots of suds. Lots of suds. Which is a great thing, right? I mean, you want that slickness, you want that protection, right? And this shaving soap will give you all of that. This is a great starter kit, especially for beginners. Like I said, I'm gonna keep repeating it 100 times over. If you've got a coarse beard, do not go for the gold dollar. I do have cheap, affordable razors that are not extra hollow. So, I mean, I have restored a Brooks and Crooks that is, I would say, maybe a near wedge to a quarter hollow. Don't count me on that. Read the description on it. And that one is going for, I think it's 120 bucks, which is a steal in the straight razor industry right now. I also have a Crown and Sword razor that I'm selling for $85, which is great. And guys, keep in mind, these are all Canadian dollars. So if you are American, I mean, 85 bucks, I think transfers to 60 bucks US, something like that. Don't count me on it. Hope you guys can see that. But she is giving me a great shade. I'm not aiming for BBS. If I get it, great. But she is getting me very nice and close. Oh yeah, really close. All right, so let's go here. I'm trying to implement the camera as much as possible. As I said before, my camera angle is on the edge of the sink. So I'm right now using the camera as my mirror. Now, I have big hands, so it's a little bit more difficult for me to hold this in my hand because of the fact that it's so small. Now, I always check my blade to see how much hair I'm picking up. And this just goes to tell me a little bit about my edge. And that's the only reason I do that. It allows me to know where I could use improvement and how I could use improvement. The soap's really got great residual slickness as well. I mean, like, I'm going through my neck right now with a gold dollar and I'm not even applying any soap. She's cutting, no problem. right, time for that famous mustache area. Ah, perfect. That was a pimple there, so excuse me, guys. If it looks like I just cut myself, oh, there's a nice one. Look at that. See, you don't need no downward pass. Sometimes I like to give myself the guideline. I like to trim pretty accurately. Yeah, that's okay. That's good from my end. Perfect. Now, except for a few weepers, which doesn't bother me much. Now, just to recap on the shave, we use the gold Dollar W59. Geometry's been corrected and been honed on an Ozuku Asagi level 5. Trusted Proraso white pre-shave. We're going to go with the Barrister and Mann Grand Chypre. Don't count me if I said that wrong. And let me rinse off this brush. And rinse off my face. Like I said, I wanted to keep this this video short. Got the Yaqi synthetic brush. Beautiful brush, builds a great lather, it's got decent backbone, and looks great. Especially for the price I got it listed for. You can get this on my shaving shop. Greener shave soap again. Get that at my shaving shop. Or you can get all of this in one kit, including our CastleShave custom-made 3-inch English bridle strop. Big O-ring there so you can see it, and custom-made handles as well. It's a 3-inch. It is meant for beginners so that you do not have to worry about the X stroke, and you can go and feel comfortable about buying a bigger 3-inch wide cutting area and not have to, you know, maneuver it around the strop, because I found that as a pain in the butt when I first started. Anyways, guys, have an excellent weekend. I hope you guys had a great one, and get ready for the work week ahead. I hope to get you another shave video by the end of the week. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.